I'm so excited. Today we were cleaning out our garage and I found a few books, which are right here. Books. Also, we had to go to Goodwill to get rid of a lot of stuff because we moved like pretty recently. We're having this amazing sale on books and I got these bad boys. They're really heavy, the bag's about to break. I'll go through the books that we found first. These are all my parents' books, but they don't want them anymore, so I'm stealing them. The first book we found is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larsson. I feel like that's just a classic. Everybody has to read it. Then Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood, which my mom really, really likes. Sense and Sensibility. Also, these editions are kind of old and dusty and crumbly. I've never read any Jane Austen, actually. I was supposed to read Mansfield Park for a school assignment, and I didn't. Oops. And then the last book I've found, which I've already read, is Boy in the Striped Pajamas. And yeah, if I ever feel like crying, I'll read this one. Alright, so that's what I found in my garage. Put them over there. And then what I found at Goodwill is, so exciting. The first two books I bought are Hunger Games and Catching Fire. These are hardcover editions in crazy good shape. Mind you, they were $1.39 each. I already have a box set of Hunger Games in paperback form, but they're $1.39. I also found a copy of Knights in Rodanthe by Nicholas Sparks. I've only read one Nicholas Sparks book, which was The Longest Ride that I listened to on audiobook, and I have a mini review of on my blog, which I'll link down below. So Nicholas Sparks is from North Carolina. All of his books are set in North Carolina, most of the earlier ones like on a beach town. I have got a little special place for Nicholas Sparks in my heart. The next book I found is The Penderwicks by Jean Birdsall. The Penderwicks, a summer tale of 4 sisters, 2 rabbits, and a very interesting boy. I've heard this is a light, comfy, fun tale. So it sounds very like light and happy and kind of carefree. It is, I believe, a children's book. The next book I found was Something Blue by Emily Giffin. This is the sequel to Something Borrowed, which is on my shelf right down there, and I have not read yet, but when I read it, I'm gonna want to read the sequel. Oh, there's a review from the Charlotte Observer on the back. Oh, that's our newspaper. I love the Charlotte Observer. The next 2 books I found are Pretty Little Liars and Flawless. These are the first 2 books in the Pretty Little Liars series, which I read the first 5-ish when I was in middle school. I loved them, and they had a ton of books from this series, but I decided to restrain myself and only buy the first 2. And again, I'll leave synopses. What's the plural of synopsis? The next book I bought is You Will Know Me by Megan Abbott. This book is about a couple whose daughter is a gymnastics prodigy and Olympic hopeful, and they go through this traumatic time when someone in their gymnastics community suddenly dies, and there's an investigation into the crime, and all of this, it kind of rips apart their lives. Paula Hawkins, who wrote The Girl on the Train, says it's almost unbearably tense, chilling, and addictive, and I trust her. The next book has been on my list since middle school. I think it came out in the era when I was in middle school. It's kind of a bit of a throwback for me, but it is Hate List by Jennifer Brown. It sounds really intense, almost reminiscent of 13 Reasons Why. Frick. Reading the book kind of wrecked me, and so I don't really want to watch the TV show. I have a blog post about that, about why I'm not going to watch the show, which I'll link down below if you want to read it. The last book that I found at Goodwill is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. This is the first book in the Mortal Instruments series, and this is another one that I already have a copy of, but it's hardcover. So I have the first 3 books, but the second and third book are paperback, and the first one is hardcover, and this was 99 cents, and I was like, book it, I'm just gonna buy it so I can have a whole collection of paperback ones. I probably won't read this copy until I decide to reread the series. I know this is like a sin, and I know I should probably, but I'm not a big fan of this series. I know I just bought a book from it, so that's kind of counterintuitive, and I think that once I finish the first series, like the Mortal Instruments series, and get to the Infernal Devices, is that the one that's set in the 1800s? But I think once I get to that trilogy, I will like it better because I'll like the historical aspect of it. Alright, that's what I got at Goodwill. It's me while I'm editing this vlog, and I suck and didn't film an outro. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, like this video, and follow me on all my socials. She knows what I think about.